Pro-choice groups are devastated by today's ruling. Pro-life groups are celebrating.
Fox News' Camille Mary has that part of our team covered. She's outside the Michigan State Capitol in Lansing. And Camille, what happened there today?
Well, definitely a very emotional day on both sides. Right now, the Capitol very quiet, but earlier today, hundreds of people. Take a look.
This is a really scary day. I mean, I feel empowered by the rally, but it's a very scary day.
They gathered in front of the steps of the Michigan State Capitol. Hundreds of people angry about the Supreme Court's ruling to overturn Roe v. Wade, the highest court in the land declaring the end to the constitutional right to abortion.
For anyone to say that they have a right to tell another person what to do with their body, a woman is going to be forced to have a baby under whatever circumstance, it just makes me furious.
Hands off our bodies! My body! My choice!
Meanwhile, a much smaller group of people gathered in front of the Michigan Supreme Court building to celebrate what they are calling a victory.
I've been praying for this since I was 14 years old, and never thought I would see it in my lifetime.
But not everyone who is anti-abortion thinks the procedure should be outlawed across the board. Some do believe it should be allowed in extreme cases, like when a pregnant woman's life is at risk.
I think that's a factor to be weighed, in my opinion. As long as you just, I don't know, maybe do it really early on, but maybe you don't know really early on too, so I don't know. That's a hard question.
Despite the ruling, Governor Gretchen Whitmer making a strong promise.
I will do everything in my power as a woman, as a Michigander, and as your governor to protect women's reproductive rights in Michigan.
So with Roe v. Wade being overturned, that means the power goes back to the states. Of course, people right now saying it is absolutely imperative to make sure that you register to vote and use your voice at the voting box. This midterm election is going to be crucial when it comes to voting in people to decide whether or not it will remain legal in Michigan. Right now, there's a law in the books, 1931. It makes abortion illegal, but that law is not in effect right now. Abortion still being performed hours after this Roe v. Wade overturned earlier today. Reporting live in front of the state capitol, Camille Mary, Fox 2 News.
And Camille, in the meantime, the fight is on to put this on a petition, let voters decide. Abortion rights opponents are saying, look, we're going to fight this petition drive, and they even plan to fight it if the initiative gets on the ballot.
Yeah, and you know, they were gathering signatures today. Overwhelmingly, most Americans believe in the right to choose, not necessarily abortion for themselves, but they do believe that abortion should be illegal, or should be legal, I should say, and should be left to the woman to decide what is best for her body. Of course, that's not what the Supreme Court decided today, but it will be interesting to see what happens in the weeks and months to come and how everything shakes out here in Michigan and then, of course, across the country. Yeah. Root, Taryn, back to you.
The reverberations of what happened in Washington being felt all the way here in Lansing and across the country. Camille Mary, for us live. Thank you.